Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Wednesday, the 31st day of December 2025, the last day of the year on the Gregorian calendar. Please be safe today on New Year's Eve. The blessings upon those that work in health, along with first responders, and those that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover, even on New Year's Eve. The boys and children and teenagers that are victims of child molestation and pedophilia. Those helping the ones victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses upon the perpetrators, profiteers, and those perverts that create the demands that cause these heinous industries to exist. Finally, double blessings on the homeless, more than 700,000 men, women, children, families, senior citizens, military veterans, homeless in the United States of America. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight in San Antonio, Texas at the Alamo Dome. The San Antonio Spurs will be hosting our New York Knicks. Game will be on NBA TV at 7 o'clock Eastern. Right now, the Knicks will be without Mitchell Robinson. Ariel Hukporti is day-to-day with a hip sprain. Tyler Kolek is day-to-day, but he's probable with right ankle soreness. So Tyler Kolek will be available. Of course, Landry Shamet and Josh Hart are out. But the Knicks still have enough horsepower to win this game. I'd like to start this off a little bit just to help people who generally are negative. They call themselves fans. No matter what happens tonight, the Knicks this is the end of a 3-game road trip. And the Knicks can finish no worse than 2-1 on this road trip. So no matter what happens, this was a successful road trip. Okay? That's number one. Number two, well, y'all who are my long-term subscribers, please help these new fools that come in here with all of these stupid trade scenarios. The Knicks are not interested in Giannis, not interested in Zion, not interested. No, we're not making any trades. Can some of y'all help these fools? No, we're not making any trades. I didn't banish the fool, but he kept saying, you mean you wouldn't trade so-and-so? You know, there's stuff that belongs on X. The X stuff does not belong on my channel. I'm trying to help some knuckleheads understand that. So those of you that already get it, that know the rules, please bear with me. So tonight, though, the San Antonio Spurs are pretty much fully healthy right now. Their injury report, I'm looking at the injury. Devin Vassell is out. That's a big loss. Devin Vassell, defensive stalwart, standout out of Florida State, two-way player, 3-level scorer. Stephen Castle is day-to-day, and so he's questionable today. Left thumb sprain. I always, when I see a guy questionable, young boy like that, I'm always thinking they're going to play. They're going to play. So outside of that, everybody else, they're going to be there. You're going to see Victor Wembanyama there in his glory, Harrison Barnes, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, Champagne. You're going to see Keldon Johnson, Luke Cornett, Kelly Olynyk, the whole crew. Okay? And you'll probably see Castle. And Castle, in his young career, is already a Knick killer. So, as I said, Devin Vassell won't be there. Devin Vassell is averaging 15 points a game, 4 boards, 2.5 assists, about 3 assists, or steal. Solid, solid. But he won't be there, so they'll miss him. But don't get it twisted. Somebody else is going to come in. It could be Keldon Johnson, who's shooting 42% from 3. It could be, Dylan Harper, who's only shooting 26% from 3 as a rookie. But, we're playing the Knicks, right? Then there's Champagne, Luke Cornett. We are very well aware of him, former Knick. And then it could be unknown, like a Jeremy Shohan. So they got to come to play today. But we got the horses. The Knicks do have the horses. So who do we have? Well, number one, we know what we have. We got Jalen Brunson. And they don't. But they do have De'Aaron Fox, who ain't no joke either. De'Aaron Fox ain't no joke. But we're going to have Brunson. We're going to have Deuce. We're going to have McCall. We're going to have OG. We're going to have Carl Anthony Towns. No Mitchell Robinson, but we got Mo Diawara, Jordan Clarkson, Tyler Kolek is going to play. And then you still got Trey Jemison. So you got enough horses to get this business done. And of course, did I mention Jordan Clark? I did mention Jordan Clark. So we got all of that. Okay, we got enough horses to get this business done. So, Cat, the key is overall our basic tenets of New York Knicks basketball: good defense. Now, people have been mentioning the defense hasn't looked so good. It's true. But we've been missing the combination of Shamet, Deuce, and Mitch Rob, which form, along with OG and McCall, a defensive unit like no other, has not really played together a lot this season. Okay? But they're all coming slowly together, getting healthy, so that eventually it's not unreasonable to assume you're going to get them at least by, let's say, before the All-Star break and the rest of the season playing together. So the defense will pick up. In the meantime, Muhammad Diawara I've been saying this in the Summer League, that he already plays NBA level defense. And now everybody knows, I wouldn't say everybody, but I would say most of the people I have noticed do not notice when a guy plays NBA level defense. They notice a couple of plays like a block or a steal or something. But most people notice offense. They don't pay attention to what really wins championships, which is defense. So Muhammad Diawara has been an NBA level defender from the summer, okay? And he just turned 20. So some people are already comparing him to Pascal Siakam. I don't like to make rush judgments on players like that, especially a guy that's 20. But he does have some Pascal-like qualities about him. Let's let the boy develop before we start labeling him, though. So Diawara is there, and he's getting better. Jordan Clarkson is playing way better defense than any of us expected, because we knew he could score. West 4th Street street-style ball, he could score. But he's been playing good defense, too. And now we got a healthy Deuce, a healthy dose of Deuce. So tonight, who starts for Josh Hart? Well, it could be Diawara or McBride, one of those two. I can see either way, and the reason I can is because Diawara started against New Orleans. So it could be very conceivable that in order to keep the continuity, start him again, especially with Victor Wembanyama, because, the boy is 7'6", 7'7", whatever the latter he is. You want some height in there with him. You don't have no Mitchell Robinson tonight to get you offensive rebounds. So you might want a Diawara in there. I could also see a Deuce. So you have OG, McCall, and Cat along the front line. You got tough as nails, two-way Deuce. And then, of course, you got the assassin, Jalen Brunson. So that it can go either way. But I will tell you, those 6 guys, when you're talking about Diawara and Deuce and the 4 regular starters, they're going to play a lot of minutes today, unless there's foul trouble. Deuce is going to probably play 25 plus today, especially if that jumper's wet, and I'm expecting it to be wet. He done spoiled me. I know he's going to come up with the defense. You're probably going to see Deuce guarding De'Aaron Fox a lot. That's a tough assignment. You're going to also see him guarding Castle, but this is also a tough assignment. So you got Deuce that's going to guard Castle. He's going to guard De'Aaron. You're going to have McCall in there with them. So we're going to need wing stop today. We're going to have to fight for them rebounds today. I think Carl has been doing a good job, 12 a game, 13 a game. We're going to continue to do that. Everybody else got chip in, though. We're going to need OG to be OG, grown-ass man who is now a two-way, legitimate two-way all-star level player. We need that. We're going to need the road runner to be the road runner. And we need Cat to not do any stupid offensive fouls by pushing his left arm out, which he also does. But he didn't do in the last game. So that's good. So we can continue to get that from him. I think we're in good shape. So it's possible the Knicks can end this road trip undefeated. That would be tremendous. But also understand San Antonio is second in the West behind Oklahoma City. Now, they're 4.5 games from Oklahoma City now. But they got Oklahoma City's number. So it's going to be a dogfight to the end in the West with them too. And then, of course, you got Denver. But Denver just got bad news. The Joker's out for a minute, sprained his knee or something. So San Antonio and OKC. So they're going to be fighting. Every game is going to be important for both teams. The Knicks right now, because Detroit beat LA last night in LA, the Knicks are game and a half out of first. But they on the hills. They coming after that ass. They on the hills of the Pistons. So 8-2 in their last three straight. The Knicks are 8-2 in 8-2 in their last 10, three straight. The Knicks are 8-2 in their last 10, two straight losses for San Antonio, which means they're like a wounded bear. They're gonna come for hell tonight. They're coming to bring hell tonight. But so does our assassin. So does Deuce. So does the grown ass man. So hell to pay on both sides, isn't there? So here we go. Let's get it on. Tonight, 7 o'clock in the Alamo Dome. New York, San Antonio. And we're going to see what's up. I'm looking forward to the game. It's really easy to be a Knicks fan when they're 23-9 in a game and a half out of the top spot. And even so, the a-holes still come out. They can't help themselves. The person, a heart is a heart, a brain is a brain, and anal cavity is still an anal cavity. So they're gonna come out regardless. But for the most part, it's very easy to watch the Knicks right now. Beautiful ball movement, flashes of good defense, and a lot of W's. So it's gonna be a pleasure to watch them tonight. We don't want anybody on either side getting hurt. Let's make it an injury-free game. And let's get this done. Y'all enjoy the game. We'll talk to y'all soon on the other side. Again, be safe on New Year's Eve. Do not drink and drive. If you're going to drink, stay your behind where you at, or have somebody that didn't drink drive for you. Don't be stupid and let your selfishness cause somebody else to get killed. Also, walk away from any confrontation. Don't let your pride write a check that your behind can't cash. Because bullets be flying these days. People just don't be throwing hands. They be throwing lead. Even if you got some, back up. Be cool. Don't fight with nobody. Hopefully, love will be in the air. Enjoy. Shalom.